Intel Core Ultra 7 258V Lunar Lake CPU early tests reveal Arc 140V 2 iGPU with performance on par GTX 1650. Intel's Core Ultra 7 258V Lunar Lake CPU has been tested in the Geekbench Vulkan test, revealing the performance of the Arc 140V 2 iGPU. The first performance benchmarks of Intel's Core Ultra 7 258V Lunar Lake CPU have been leaked in Geekbench 6. The latest benchmark was conducted on an Intel reference evaluation platform for LLM chips. This would suggest that the chip is an engineering sample and the power plan was set to balanced mode. The platform was running 32GB of on-package LPDDR5X memory. As for the specifications, the entire Intel Lunar Lake Core Ultra 200V lineup leaked out a few days ago. In terms of what the Core Ultra 7 258V CPU has to offer, the chip features 8 cores, 4 P-cores and 4 LPE cores, 8 threads, a boost clock of up to 4.8 GHz, 12 MB of L3 cache, an integrated Arc 140V iGPU clocked at 1.95 GHz and a TDP of 17 watts at PL1 and 30 watts at PL2. The CPU offers a max NPU of 47 TOPS from the NPU and 64 TOPS from the GPU. Image source: Geekbench 6. The Intel Core Ultra 7 258V Lunar Lake CPU was tested within the Geekbench 6 Vulkan test, so we can only talk about the iGPU side of things. This 2 graphics architecture is aiming to be quite the leap for the Blue team, providing a 50% performance bump and a range of new features including faster ray tracing performance. The Arc 140V iGPU scored 31,560 points, which puts it in the same ballpark as the AMD Radeon 780M iGPU, which is based on the RDNA 3 graphics architecture. Intel's Lunar Lake CPUs will be competing against the newer Ryzen i300 Strix-Point APUs, which come with the RDNA 3.5 graphics architecture and should deliver faster performance thanks to improvements within the architecture itself and an increase in the number of compute units. Furthermore, those 2 Arc 140V GPUs come with 8 cores, but the main differences between the SKUs are the clock speeds, which peak out at 2.05 GHz, Core Ultra 9 288V. Given that Intel still has time to work on the driver side before its Lunar Lake launch, which is planned for September, we can expect even better performance on final retail samples. This is a great showcase for Intel's next-gen 2 architecture on the thin and light platforms, and we're excited to see what the Blue team has on offer for its discrete ARC graphics card lineup under the Battlemage family.